Well, good morning, YouTube. Ro here. Thank you for visiting You Grow Ro. If this is your first time, I hope you'll consider subscribing at the end of this video. If you've been here before, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Today, we're going to take a look at my update on the Planter HGC TV 2023 Herb Garden Growing Challenge. You know what I mean. I'll put it up on the screen. It's time for an update. I think I missed the last one, actually. So it's been a while since you've seen mine. And there'll be some surprises and some that no surprise. But I'll tell you all about it in just a sec here. So to begin with, I'm going to start with what is probably obvious at this point. I'm still having problems with saltwort. I did get it to germinate in the last time I dropped some seeds, but it fizzled out real quick like that. So I'm dropping some more seeds today. That's this here, that's saltwort. I don't know what my problem is with this stuff. But I went ahead and I bought 2 more packs because I'm just determined to figure this out. There's not a whole lot of information out there about this, and what they have on the packet has not helped me in the least. And so I went ahead, but like I said, I bought 2 more packs so I can keep on trying until I figure this thing out. I don't know what's going on with it. Saltwort. Why won't you let me love you? Why? Oh. So I just dropped seeds today, and today is June 5th. This would be the 3rd time me dropping seeds since the Herb Garden Challenge started. And it won't be my last. We have one more update coming up on the 25th of June, I believe. And by then, hopefully I can show you like a little something. We'll see. We'll see. Don't get your hopes up. All right, let's take a look at everything else. All right, first up, we'll have a look at my chives here. They're doing pretty good, I think. I'm looking at everybody else's, and they're no smaller than anyone else's who started chives, so I'm guessing they're just a slow-growing perennial, but they're still there, and they look pretty healthy. So I'm feeling positive about the chives. They're getting a little bit thicker, certainly not where they're supposed to be, but they're getting there. All right, next up is my giant of Italy parsley, which is all right here. Well, not all of it, but this is where it's planted at. As you can see, I've been harvesting from it and I love it. I have another pocket of that over here, which again, I've been harvesting, as you can see. I am loving this giant of Italy parsley. I don't think it's as big as it could get, but I will tell you that it is really fun having that and treating it almost like a lettuce, because these stems are really crunchy and they taste just like parsley. And so when I'm harvesting them, if I'm putting them in my dehydrator, I'm dehydrating the whole thing. And I'm gonna crush it all up into one big, jumbled herb. But it's wonderful. It really is. It has a nice crunch to it. And some of the stalks have gotten a little bit thicker. I think I'm supposed to let it go a little bit longer, but I don't have a whole lot of parsley out here. And so I'm just harvesting what little bit I got. But the parsley is doing well, you guys. Very, very well. Down here is my spilanthes, which is looking really good. I moved this outside, maybe a week ago. And it has taken, it's all in this one planter. I've been harvesting. And it's doing great. It's doing great. I think I need like 3 times as many plants as I have. I thought that was gonna be plenty, but as I'm harvesting these type of flowers here, these buds, I'm just not getting a whole lot of them at one time. And so I know that for next year, maybe I'll even try and start some more because it was a fast growing plant. As you can see, it's kind of an aphid drawer. Or no, that's black fly. We got a lot of black fly right there. And then we do have aphid on this one. So if you're looking for a trap crop, seems to me Spilanthes, also known as toothache plant, could do the trick. At least it is in my garden. I'm not finding any of those, no black fly or aphid on anything else in this planter. It's all drawn to that Spilanthes, which is fine with me. That's okay. I'm all right with that. Next up, we got my fern leaf dill, which is looking really good. But I will tell you, it too is attracting aphid like crazy. And I'm not happy about it. But let me show you. This thing is loaded with aphids down there. So I'm leaving it. I have, I got some dill seeds from Mike at Mike's Chaotic Gardening in the mail. And so I threw some of those out in my garden bed out there, and it's coming up out there. So while it won't be fern leaf dill, I will be getting some dill, I hope. It is a cool season crop, so we'll see if it doesn't instantly bolt. But I didn't get to harvest any because it was covered in aphids, and I keep spraying it down, but by the time I come back, it's just covered again. So I've kind of given up on that. But I'm leaving it so it can continue to be the trap crop that it appears to be. And then lastly, here is my green dream parsley. It's looking really good. Slow growing though. I mean, it's filled out since I put it out, but it's not gotten any taller. However, it looks really good. So I intend to drop some more seeds for that as well. But what I got looks good. It's just not plentiful. In other news, I have some other herbs out here that aren't part of my herb garden challenge, but I'm going to show you those too anyways. So let's take a look at those right quick. Down here, my chocolate mint is doing fabulous. It is ready for a haircut, as Miss Renee would say over at Renee's Garden. Got a few things in there. And it smells wonderful. I have yet to use it, so this will be my first time. I grew it last year, but it didn't grow like this. It stayed really small, and I maybe got to harvest 1 or 2 sprigs. Nothing to write home about. So this is my first time truly getting a successful planting of the chocolate mint. And actually this came back from last year, so it did perennialize here in Zone 6, Ohio. And then over here I have some tarragon, which I didn't know a whole lot about, but I started growing it. And up here I have another patch of the tarragon. I have harvested from it, and I used it in some canning that I did. What did I can? I want to say it was beef. I canned it with tarragon and sage. So I'm hoping that turns out really good. I'm going to be tasting it because I'm super excited about it. I'll let you guys know how it goes. But the tarragon's looking really good. I've got lettuce leaf basil everywhere. It just got transplanted out in most of these places, and so consequently I don't think we're going to see anything too big just yet, but give it some time. On the packet they show this getting as big as your hand, so this here is my largest plant so far, but all of these were transplanted. Nope, this was transplanted about a week or 2 earlier than the rest, and so that's probably why it's so much bigger. And then I just have your run-of-the-mill Genovese basil. Down here is, I believe, purple basil maybe? I'm not sure. I didn't put a tag in there. Classic row. And I have some more basil right here. Then we come over here and I have the Siam basil and some more lettuce leaf basil. Then down there I have some Thai basil. Up here I have 2 volunteer pockets of lemon balm. So I got one up here. And then there was another one that volunteered down here. Love the lemon balm, that smells amazing. Over here, my thyme tower is starting to fill in. That's looking really good. I have a goal of getting rid of these planters because they don't look so good anymore. They're probably 3-4 years old, so I got my money's worth out of these. These were from the Dollar Tree when it was $1. And but they don't look so hot, you know. They're all faded and this was cracked here. Well, so what I plan on doing is moving the rest of this out to my garden bed, which I'll show you in a second here. I can't walk past this rose bush without showing you this beauty. I didn't get half these blooms over the whole course of the summer last year. I guess it needed to just get a little bit more established, huh? Just beautiful though. All right, so down here I've already started moving my thyme. This is the regular thyme. It's doing fabulous. I've been harvesting from it. I recently canned some, I don't know, it might have been some more beef. And I threw in a sprig or 2 of the thyme. Sure, that'll be good. This is regular, and then over here is lime thyme. And this is where I'll be moving that other thyme to as well. Hopefully it'll perennialize in the bed right here. Thyme being one of my favorite herbs. I didn't used to love it, but then I started growing it and I started finding uses for it, and now I don't think I could live without it. Down here I have a volunteer sage that is looking wonderful. It's the largest one I have, and I started some indoors. It's not even half that size yet. So I'm pretty excited about that. I'm gonna leave it right where it's at. Now this tiny little sage that came back from last year, but it's flowering. Isn't it pretty? I thought that was so pretty. And it's starting to fill in along the stem here. And it's coming in on the bottom. So I think this is going to fill out really nicely over the summer and potentially come back next year. At least that's the hope. I'm not going to harvest from this one. I have that big plant out in the bed that we saw, and I'll use that one to harvest from. Over in this pocket, I have a wee little tiny cinnamon basil, but it looks good. Hopefully it takes off here soon enough. We shall see. Right here, I have a beautiful feverfew plant coming in. I've been harvesting the leaves quite frequently and then dehydrating them. I'm excited about that. This is my first time growing this. It's actually really pretty. It smells nice too. I can't put my finger on it, like what it smells like, but it smells really pretty too. It's like a earthy perfume. And finally, the last herb I have out is oregano. Started from seed and it's looking really good. I haven't harvested from it at all. I'm hoping to get this to spread throughout this whole container and then just have some perennial, what do you call it? Oregano. So we shall see. It's looking good so far. It's really early in the game. So I'm not counting my chickens hatched. But I'm really pleased with it, the way it looks right now. All right, friends, thanks for catching up on my herbs with me. I wish everyone in the herb growing challenge the best of luck, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Happy growing.